Hey guys, what's going on? Jeff here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the month of June here in the cryptocurrency ecosystem because, guys, I believe that June is going to be a very, very important and a very, very influential month for the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency ecosystems for many different reasons I'm going to be unpacking in today's video. But if you enjoyed today's video, definitely think about dropping a like and hitting that subscribe button, especially if you're new here. And guys, make sure you hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I post a new video. I post a video every single day. So let's get right into it. Bitcoin is currently trading right around $7,500, up from its low of around $7,000. And in fact, that's one of the first things that we're going to be talking about when we jump over to the chart is Bitcoin's price action itself. It's up 2% over the last 24 hours, and a lot of the cryptocurrencies are doing pretty well. We're seeing a bit of a sea of green today. Most of the top 10s are doing pretty well. Tron's not doing that great. It's down 0.67, which is interesting because of its mainnet launching today. But if we sort by change over the last 24 hours, we have a lot of cryptocurrencies doing quite well. So we can see we have about, what is that, 6 cryptocurrencies up in the double-digit green area, which is very, very nice. It's good to see that kind of green coming back into the market. I do believe that we're going to be going on at least a couple of week rally coming into the near future. Let's talk about that now. One of the first things I wanted to mention, we're going to be talking about technical analysis, and then we'll talk about the overall themes and undertones and stuff of the market in a little while. But the first thing we have to talk about is Bitcoin, because as we know, Bitcoin's top dog, Bitcoin's king. Whatever Bitcoin does, the rest of the market respects. So I believe that Bitcoin has finally had a little bottom here, as we can see on the chart here. Everybody's talking about this. We have a little consolidation pattern here, and just as I called, and just as a lot of people called, we hit this little bottom right down here. We hit this uptrend, and we did get support at it right here around $7,000. We got support at, and we're bouncing up here, getting closer to 8,000 than we are 7,000 right now, which is quite nice. Let's come in here to the hour chart, excuse me, and do a little more TA on that. What it looks like happened here is that we had a nice little consolidation pattern here. I drew this a little while ago, and we broke bearish out of it as I expected we would. And then we came down here, got support at 7,000 like I thought, and then we got back above this, got support on this downtrend as I also thought we would, and luckily we actually got a pretty nice little bounce from that, and we're trading around $7,500 right now. Now, I want to talk about this little rally that I believe is going to be forming over the next couple of weeks in Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, of course, being top dog, sets the tone for the rest of the market. And something I also want to point out real quick is that this is interesting. I don't remember ever seeing this kind of pattern in a market where you have a consolidation pattern, and then if you drag the two trend lines out, then you also get an opposite consolidation pattern for the market. That's pretty interesting. You see how this support became resistance and this resistance became support. I'm not sure what to call that. I'm not sure I've ever seen that. But I want to talk about the rally that Bitcoin is going to be going on in the next couple of weeks, or that I believe it's going to be going on the next couple of weeks, as that will be setting the tone for the market in general. If we zoom out here, let's go out to the 4 hours so that we can see this a little bit better. If we zoom out here, then we can obviously see this consolidation pattern that I was talking about a little bit before. And as we can see, we've had nice little lows, a high, a low, a high, a low, and we've been bouncing around in this consolidation pattern pretty well. It's pretty, it's a textbook consolidation pattern. It really, really is. Now, one thing to talk about is that consolidation patterns are typically trend continuation patterns. And since the trend right here, where my cursor is, was a bear trend, that would mean that the trend for this would be a bearish break out of this. I most certainly hope that doesn't happen, but that doesn't mean that it won't happen. I don't think we're going to break below 7,000. I don't think we're going to see 7,000 again. It's not impossible that we see that again. I have seen people talking about the potential for Bitcoin to go to 6, 5, 3, 3,000, $0. I've seen all kinds of prediction guys. So just because I say that I don't think we're going to see 7,000 again doesn't mean that we won't. But I do think that we're actually going to end up breaking bullish out of this consolidation pattern for many of the reasons I'm going to be talking about in this video. And the next thing I want to talk about was the RSI, because RSI is a very, very powerful indicator. And guys, especially if you're new into technical analysis, try and use indicators that are widely adopted, because an indicator is only as practical as the number of people or the volume of trade, to be more precise, that is using it. And RSI is very, very commonly used by human traders and trading bots alike. As we can see down here on RSI, when we hit 30 Bitcoin, or when we hit 30 on the RSI on the day chart, Bitcoin historically over the last year, that's a bottom, and Bitcoin just hit 30 on the RSI a couple days ago when we hit $7,000, just like we thought it would. If we come back here to July of last year, Bitcoin hit 30 on the RSI right there. Oop, right there, something's popping up, but you can see that right there. We hit 30, and we ran from 1,800 to 5,000. We pulled back to 3,000, hit 30 on the RSI, then ran all the way to 20,000. The next pullback was all the way down to 6, and we hit about 27, 28 on the RSI. We bottomed out a little bit lower there. But as we can see, normally after every single bottoming out on the RSI when we hit 30, there normally follows at least at bare minimum a 2-week rally. And sometimes those rallies can turn into months-long rallies. So I'm definitely looking for that, a little rally at least to form over the next couple of weeks. And what I expect this rally to do is it's probably going to bring us up here in the next couple of days. This might even happen in the next 24 to 48 hours, is that Bitcoin's probably going to break this level of resistance that I just drew out for you. And then it's probably going to come up here and test the level that is $8,000. $8,000 being the next big even, and we do have a little bit of trading on it back here. We had a bottom on $8,000. $8,000 after we break this level of resistance, this uptrend, is going to be an important level to get through. That's going to be our next big resistance level. After that, we have the long-term uptrend right here, which I've talked about so much on the channel. I think I've probably talked about this more than any other indicator because it's a very important uptrend. This is this uptrend right here. As we can see, that's nearly a year old now. It's been important in the market for about a year, or about 8 months really, but we want to get back above that. That's going to be the next really important level of resistance, and from there, the next real level of resistance after that is breaking bullish, hopefully, out of this consolidation pattern. If we can break bullish out of this consolidation pattern, I think we're going to be returning to all-time high within a year of that happening. I'm not totally sure that we're going to break all-time high in 2018, although it is very possible. Some very intelligent people that are far smarter than I, such as Thomas Lee, are predicting a $25,000 Bitcoin by the end of 2018. And Data Dash, Nicholas Merton over at Data Dash, go check out his channel if you guys aren't subscribed. He's doing pretty well on YouTube. He's got about 300,000 subscribers. Predicts a $50,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year, so it's nice to see that he's also in the bull camp, just like I am. But if we can break bullish, hopefully, but if we can break bullish out of this consolidation pattern, that would be a very good thing indeed. Because consolidation patterns are extremely powerful, guys. If you guys aren't familiar with the Ethereum over US dollar chart, I'll go ahead and show you the power of a consolidation pattern. This was a long-term consolidation pattern where we had a double top, we had a flat top consolidation pattern. And then we also had an uptrend to form the consolidation pattern. As we can see, the flat top was up here right around $800, and we had this uptrend, and this uptrend is still important, by the way. And then from there, we broke bullish, we broke bullish out of it, and we ran all the way up to $1,400. So consolidation patterns are very powerful, which is why you see so many of them on my chart. They're one of the easiest technical indicators that you can use. And in fact, if we come back here into the last couple of days, as we can see, there was a nice one here. If we zoom out over here, I believe I had another one up here right before we broke up to $10,000. Yep. Eventually, when you look at charts long enough, you kind of get chart vision. So I'll give you 2 seconds. Can you see the consolidation pattern? It's right there. That's the bottom, and this is the top. If you look at charts long enough, then you'll just see them. But that's a consolidation pattern, and as you can see, we got about about $700, $800 worth of movement immediately after breaking bullish out of that, and then we got resistance on 10,000. So that's a really important indicator. That's a little bit of a tangent, but I want you guys to realize that because those are very powerful. So after Bitcoin hits and hopefully breaks $8,000, breaks this uptrend as I think it will, and then hopefully we get out of this consolidation pattern, the next real level that we're going to be looking at is $10,000. $10,000 is going to be an important level. And the reason I'm talking about all this technical analysis is because everything that is going to happen in the Bitcoin market in the next month, all this important stuff that I'm talking about that is really going to define the next several months in the cryptocurrency space is going to happen in June. June lasts up until right here, and by then Bitcoin is more than likely going to be out of this consolidation pattern. By the end of July, it most certainly will. And don't get me wrong, it's very possible that it will break bearish out of this consolidation pattern. My point is that June is going to be a very important month because we're probably going to break this consolidation pattern in June. So I want you guys to be aware that if Bitcoin breaks this consolidation pattern, whether it breaks bullish or bearish, that's going to set the tone for the Bitcoin market and the rest of the cryptocurrency market for the next several months. This is a very important time that we're coming up to. So I think I made my point clear with the Bitcoin chart. I also want to talk about EOS because EOS is going to be launching its mainnet. Now, I haven't been keeping up with the news over the last 24 hours, so correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I do believe they are still launching mainnet. I think they got their bugs worked out. I've been very busy, guys. I'll talk about that at the end of the video. But if I'm not missing anything, EOS is still scheduled to launch their mainnet on June the 2nd, which is just a couple days from when this video is uploaded. And that is probably going to have very big ramifications on the EOS price action. If we come here to the chart, and we'll do just a little bit of TA on EOS. EOS is down a little bit from its all-time high up here around 250,000 Satoshis, excuse me. And these two vertical lines right here represent some things on the EOS chart. Oh, yes, and this reminds me of something that someone in our Discord server pointed out. EOS is currently in an inverse head and shoulders pattern. Let me see if I can figure out who did that real quick. I don't want to delay the video, but I definitely want to give him his credit. Oh well, I don't want to find him while I'm recording the video. Oh wait, that was him. It was Cars Steven or Cars Sven. welcome. He had just joined the Discord and he pointed this out. Yes, EOS is currently in an inverse head and shoulders pattern. If you guys aren't familiar with an inverse head and shoulders pattern, I'm not going to explain it too much right now, but essentially what it is it's a bottoming out pattern and it's a trend reversal pattern. And as we can see, this right here represents a shoulder, this right here represents a head, this right here represents a shoulder, and then after you break bullish off the neckline, and you can kind of argue where the neckline is, but after you break bullish off of that, EOS will probably be breaking very bullish out of that, and if the launch of the mainnet goes well, it's probably going to be breaking extremely bullish. So I could definitely see EOS being up in like the $15, $16 range within the next 72 hours. EOS is going to have some pretty big moves, whether they be bullish or bearish, we will find out. But EOS is going to have some very, very big moves over the next couple of days, and I implore you guys to keep an eye on that, and hopefully you guys are going to be making trades around it. I'm not going to tell you if it's going up or down. I don't have a clue. This mainnet launch could go really well. It could go really bad. I'm not an EOS developer, so I don't know how this is going to go down. I do know that I'm bought into EOS, and I'm looking forward to this because I think there is going to be a big little rally. It's probably not going to be a very long rally, so I want you guys to keep that in mind. It's probably going to be just a little uptick, and it'll probably cool off a little bit. But I think there is definitely some money to be made in EOS in the next couple of months. And the reason I bring up EOS as when I'm talking about the market as a whole is because EOS is number 5. It is an $11 billion cryptocurrency. When it was still an ICO, it was worth $11 billion. I think I read somewhere that they raised around $2 billion through their ICO. And they are a very, very big cryptocurrency. They're number 5. I remember when they were down here at like number 20 or 25, and I was like, yeah, that's the next cryptocurrency. That's gonna be a big deal. And in fact, they already passed Litecoin. They have nearly double the valuation of Litecoin, about 50% more currently than Litecoin does. But the reason I bring up EOS is, of course, because EOS is going to have a lot of price action over the next couple of days, be it green or red. And since EOS is a number 5 cryptocurrency, and it does have however much market capitalization, it's got like 4% market dominance is what I meant to say is market dominance. Since it has around 4% market dominance, it does have some power to set the tone of the market. So if Bitcoin does break bullish out of its consolidation pattern and EOS does break bullish out after its mainnet launch, then that's probably going to be very good for the cryptocurrency market. Or on the flip side, Bitcoin might break bearish out of its consolidation pattern and EOS's mainnet might completely fail and they get unveiled they're a scam or something. We have no idea, guys. I don't have a crystal ball. I tell you guys that all the time, and I implore you guys to do your own research before you do any investments. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much what I want to talk about today. I also want to show you some other things because there are a couple of mainnet launches that are coming up. There's a few that have just happened. I'll link to this article down in the description down below, but there is a VeChain mainnet launch coming up, Ontology, and of course we know about EOS in June the 2nd. So there's a lot of things happening in the cryptocurrency space, guys. It's getting very interesting. We were kind of getting pretty boring for a little while. Tell me in the comments down below if you think Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies was getting kind of boring over the last couple of months because we didn't see too much price action, at least not too much price action that we were happy with because it was mostly bearish. And there just wasn't very much news, but we do seem to have a little bit more interest coming back into the market. Tell me what you guys think about that in the comments down below. Tell me, do you think if June will be a bullish month or if it will be a bearish month? I don't know. I've seen both sides of the argument. I've seen people say that Bitcoin's going to break bullish out of this. I've seen people say it's going to break bearish out of this. I think we will certainly find out. Hopefully, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully you guys are making gains in this market because right now it was hard to make gains in this market during May, but I think we're going to be able to do it in June because we are seeing a reversal in a lot of the cryptocurrencies. But anyway, guys, I'm already way over time. I want to thank each and every single one of you for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, guys. I don't know what you're doing. This is an awesome channel. I post videos every single day. I didn't post one yesterday, and I have a very good reason for that. I was out with a lot of friends. It was an interesting time. I'm going to keep that one to myself, but it was an interesting time. Anyway, guys, if you want to subscribe to the channel, definitely do that because I do have good content for you. Hopefully you agree. I'm not going to toot my own horn, but you guys seem to like it, so I'm going to keep making it. Anyway, guys, I'm rambling. I'm going to see you guys in the next video. So I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.